Okay. Chris Hemsworth? What's he doing texting? To Riley, I've been watching your vids. I think you're very cool. You should. Here's a suggestion for a video. You should rank Australia's top bodybuilders by their strengths. I reckon that'd be cool, but except you cannot have me in there. Ha ha ha. Chris, wow. Sick. Well, I guess I don't need this script. Guess I don't need this script now. Huh. How's it going, you amazing crew? We're starting off in the car. Woo! Had a busy, long day, so I'm glad I'm at the point of the day where I get to work out for the second time today. Second workout, so we're gonna focus on legs today. Maybe some back, maybe as well. So yeah, we're gonna start this video off like that, and a bit later on we're gonna rank some Australian bodybuilders. Now, you got your typical bodybuilders that you hear a lot about. They're all American and Canadian and all of that, but Australian bodybuilders don't get talked about a lot. So I'm gonna bring that to the table today, and we're gonna see who is the strongest Australian bodybuilder. So stay tuned for that. Keep on watching to see that part of the video. So let's go. And there you go for another workout today. Follow along if you want to give one of these workouts a go. If you want to give that one a go, go ahead. Go ahead, get stronger, get fitter, get healthier. That is what I am here to do, is to motivate, inspire, help interviews. And now let's get to the exciting part, the ranking of Australia's top bodybuilders. And the first one we're going to start off with is Lee Priest. This guy is an absolute unit of a guy. He's 5'5". I am 5'6.5", so he's actually slightly, he's just a little bit shorter than me, but beats me in size so easily. He is absolutely huge. He deadlifts. He can deadlift at over 600 pounds. That's doing partial deadlifts. So that is partial deadlifts are slightly easier compared to normal deadlifts. Just with partial deadlifts, you can actually go a lot heavier than normal. And so he can go well above 600 pounds, which intimidates me. That really intimidates me a lot. But yeah, this is Lee Priest. Next bodybuilder, he's also an actor as well. He is Callum Von Moger. Now, in Australia, he is actually a pretty well-known name in bodybuilding and Mr. Olympia, fitness, that he is well known in that area. And he, at one point in his acting career, he did actually play as a younger Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, yeah. And strangely enough, whether or not they look similar, that's up to you to decide. But Callum is huge again, 6'1", so he's pretty tall. He can deadlift 145 kilos, which is pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy. That's what I did earlier, was almost 100 kilos, almost. But he goes to 145. That's something I won't be able to do for a long time, I reckon. Or ever. But we'll see, won't we? Josh the Giant. Called that for a very good reason, because he is amongst one of the biggest, not just bodybuilder, but amongst one of the biggest one of the biggest Australians breathing today. He is massive. He's massive. Arguably arguably the best out of Australia. Is a close tie in with Josh and Lee Priest. Is a close call there, but Josh definitely is impressive. He bench presses 165 kilos. 165. How? That is... And there you have it, folks. Three bodybuilders today, all Australian, and they are huge. They are huge. They are easily the best out of the game, out of Australia, and in competition with other bodybuilders from like America, Canada. You have Lee Priest who is physically stronger than almost everyone. Back in his day and age, when he was at his best, there was no one lifting heavier than him. No one could even get close to what he was lifting. He was the strongest back then, and today people like C-Bum, Arnold, and so many other bodybuilders, in comparison to Lee specifically, struggle to actually go as heavy as Lee can. Like, Lee may as well be the greatest bodybuilder there ever was. It's just that at the moment, other names are getting more attention, more popularity at the moment, like C-Bum and that. But yeah. But ranking these three by strength, you have Lee Priest number 1. Easily. Number 2, you have Josh the Giant. Now he may not be able to lift as heavy as Lee, but he can lift very, very heavy weights, from bench press to deadlifts. Dumbbells, he'll beat anyone with dumbbells except for Callum von Moger. When it comes to dumbbells, Callum actually wins. But yeah, and then Callum von Moger, number 3. And again, this is just ranking by strength. But if you were to rank them out of who has like won more Mr. Olympia, Mr. Universe, all of these things, you have Callum von Moger, who is actually at the top out of any Australian bodybuilder. But there are a couple that can lift heavier than he can. Whilst you can think or consider Lee and Josh more power lifters, and then Callum, who is a pro bodybuilder. And but yeah, there you go with ranking Australia's top bodybuilders. And so very, very happy that I got to do this idea. Loved it. If you kept on watching to find out who was number one out of these bodybuilders, you're awesome. I like you. And I'll see yous in the next video. Stay awesome, live amazingly, subscribe. Peace!